presentations. I have another presentation next week. What a torture. Don't they have any other idea how to assign something? Why do we always have to do presentations? I hate them. I can't stand them. Well, if this is what you're thinking right now, or just you're thinking about your presentations at school or university, then this video is exactly for you. I am Tatiana Fomina, your speaking coach, and today we will talk about limiting beliefs and how to get rid of them. Now, what are the limiting beliefs and why are they important? You see, every single day we have a child in our mind, and sometimes we have very nice chat, sometimes we don't. Usually we have very critical self-talk, and it just destroys our life. How many times you experience that right before you get up to stage? You know, just like classroom stage or a huge stage, like really arena stage. You tell yourself something very crucial that will determine the quality of your presentation. Sometimes you say, I will rock it, I will do it, I am the voice, I am a leader, not a follower, I will create, not destroy, defy the odds, step up, just do it. If you have this self-talk, then you will definitely rock it. You will rock your presentation because you are in the right state. But sometimes, like most of the times, we tell ourselves those things that we would never tell other person. For example, I'm a loser, I will not do that, I hate presentations, what I'm doing here, it's not for me, I will totally lose it, I'm a disaster, public speaking is not for me, I hate my voice, I hate my face, I hate my appearance, I hate every single thing about myself when I have to step up, I just can't stand it, it's not alright, it's a torture, it's devastating, it's killing me, I will not do that. Or even if it's not a good idea, you know, just get rid of me, just leave me alone, don't look at me, don't touch me, and don't assign me presentations because I hate them, I can't stand them, they make me feel sick. If your self-talk is this one, then definitely you will lose your presentation and you will probably hate yourself. You will be very nervous, and you will not only be nervous before the presentation and during the presentation, but also after it. You know, sometimes I go to my classroom and I just have a chat with today's presenters, and this is what they tell me. I hate this feeling after the presentation. I was like, what? It should be like a relief, you know? Just look, you had a boredom, like something very devastating, and now you have let it go. Now you should have a feeling of relief, deep satisfaction and happiness that you accomplished something. But usually what they feel is shame and self-hate, because they know for sure that they have lost the presentation, that they did not deliver it to the way the audience deserves, and that they just lose, you know, they're losers by nature in public speaking. And this is very funny because nobody is born being a loser in public speaking. If we literally hate public speaking from our first day, then we would not have food because we would keep silent. Our diapers would be never changed, and probably nobody would ever know our name when we meet someone in the first place, because we're just not good at public speaking. You see, there are some skills that are given to people since their early childhood, and or just like naturally, and public speaking is one of them. But why do we lose it while we are going through our school years and kindergarten, at first kindergarten, then school years, then university? Why we don't mature and develop this extremely powerful skill? You know, I've talked about the stage effect, the most unfair advantage of public speaking. In this video, I will, or this one, yeah. I will attach a link to it so you can check it out later if you haven't seen it. If you have, then you know that public speaking gives you incredible attraction that opens doors to unbelievable amount of opportunities. Then why do we lose it with time and don't gain it? Well, probably because of the self-beliefs that limit ourselves. You know, there was definitely one day at school when you were so enthusiastic because of your project, because you love it and you've done it. You've been doing it for 2 weeks and now you're ready to present. And when you do present, your classmates laugh at you. And you think that they laugh at you, you know, at your delivery, at your personality, at your identity. But actually, in most cases, they laugh because they're funny, because they're silly kids. You know, sometimes there are situations when you get bullied because of your presentations, or criticized by your teacher, and this hurts you very deeply. Sometimes even our parents limit us. They say something. Use your indoor voice. Kids should be seen and not heard. You can't speak when adults are speaking. You are not important. Your issue is not that important as the conversation. They don't say it directly, but this is what we think they say. I remember when I was a kid, I could not interrupt my parents because that was, you know, just respect. That was a rule that showed that I respected them. And what I learned from that belief is that my issues are not important, are not significant, I am not significant, that my desire to speak is not significant because you silent me. That was a belief that I picked up when I was 4. Literally, I was consciously awake only for 1 year of my life. And even then, I thought that I know already what life means, so that I can draw my conclusions and make lifelong rules that I must keep till I die. This is what a self-limiting belief is. This is basically a rule that doesn't serve you anymore. Good news are that if you identified yourself with something once, you can re-identify yourself. You know, just like you change your clothes when they are outdated, when they are not stylish anymore, when they do not serve you, and when they just look awful, and you want something new. Just like you change your clothes, you must change and upgrade your self-beliefs. You see, you cannot live by 2005 version of yourself. You can't live even at 2019 version of yourself, because 2019 and 2021 are completely different years, and you cannot live just like that person this year. You must change it. You must rewrite those rules that do not serve you anymore, because you are capable of it. And if there is something that stops you, then get rid of it. You see, I know what your self-limiting belief may be. I can share with you mine, because this is the only ones I know. And then you can think, wow, is it really her? Because I have changed a lot. I re-identified myself. I get rid of those beliefs that kept me in my past, so that I could step forward into my full potential. You see, public speaking is only a skill, and just like any other skill, it can be learned. But you also should have mental comfort doing that. And this mental comfort comes from your mind. And this is what I thought about public speaking. I thought that, my accent in English is so awful that I should keep silent. That native speakers will never understand me, and that I should not speak with when they are speaking, because it's an act of respect. What? Really? Are you kidding me? What an awful belief. You see, my accent is my thing. This is what makes me unique. And this is what makes my speech and my talks absolutely personal. You can identify my voice when you hear it. It's not usual one. And this is great, because the more uniqueness you give to the world, the more world remembers you. Then, if you really worry about your accent, then think about it. If you're not native speaker, then probably you have learned another language by your own to such stage, to such level that you can fluently use it. It's even more valuable and respectful than just using your native language. It's a huge advantage of us, those who have learned another language, like English for me, in comparison to native English speakers, because they know only one language and they can fluently speak only in this language. But I can use both. I can use 2, 3, 4, 5, as many languages as I learned. And even though I speak with an accent, I still speak. This is a fact that must be respectful, first of all, by yourself. Give yourself a credit for it, right here, right now. Accept it. Well, if you are a native speaker and you worry about your accent, then it's your unique ability as well. Think about it as tiny, nice thing of the top of the cake, This is something that makes you yourself, and you should never be ashamed of it. Now, second, self-limiting belief may be that I'm not competent enough, I'm not good at public speaking. Well, first of all, you must understand when you gained this belief. If you don't remember, I tell you, there was a moment then you identified yourself with not being a public speaker. Good news are that if you identified yourself, you can re-identify yourself. Just like you get rid of the garbage, you can get rid of the self-limiting beliefs. This is the first part. I have already told you about it. Now, second part of it is that you're not competent. You see, I had for a long time this issue that I believe that I am too young. I don't have enough knowledge or experience to share with the world. And I have a quick story for you to illustrate this case. You see, there was a real estate agent who went to buy a farm actually. The whole farm, the whole territory, the house and the insides of this house. Furniture, farm necessities like equipment and even animals. And that agent went for a tour guide, for a house guide, or a room tour, how they call it, house tour probably, yeah. And that agent went to all rooms and then upstairs to the attic. And what that person found out of those, that dusty, just trash, there were some boxes with huge paintings. And he had a look at that person had a look at that paintings, and he found a Rembrandt, real Rembrandt, the original Rembrandt. Now, if I've told you that he decided to buy he wanted to buy that house for $150,000, and he also wanted to bargain because it's too much for a farm, Now, when he found a original Rembrandt painting, he's very willing to buy this house for the full amount right here, right now, today. You see why those owners of the house did not value the Rembrandt that they had? Because they had it, they didn't mention the importance of this painting. Just like they lost track of the value of their possessions, you and me also, all of us lose a track of the understanding of the value of our own experience. You see, I am a migrant student. I live independently for 3, maybe 2 years, right? Yeah, 2 years, 2 full years right now. And during this time, I got a lot of experience, really a lot of experience that I would never gain if I stayed at home with my parents. I also know how to prepare all the documents so that they accept your visa, how to get to the university, how to study in the university in a foreign language, in English, so that you get only A's and 3.6 as your GPA, and that's my lowest grade, This semester I go after 4.0 GPA. I learned how to lead international teams that are very inexperienced, how to do project management. Before I had a class for project management, and I'm so sorry, just reminder, and a lot more, and I don't value this. Especially, I didn't value my public speaking and presenting skills until a lot of my team members came to me and said, "You're so great at it. Just how do you do that? How do you do that? Please teach me. Give me your tips." And then teachers started to tell me, "You're gonna be incredible salesperson. You're so good at presentations. You're such a great presenter. Go after it. Just learn it and share your knowledge. Can you please tell my next students how to deliver the presentation the way that you did? Because you were on time. That was interesting, that was engaging, and you were on topic all this time. And you told me stories. And when I listened to your stories and to your experience, I remembered how I was young, how I overcame some of my, problems. And thank you for it. Thank you for sharing your experience. And thank you for reminding me that I was a student once, that I was young. And this feeling is so incredible. You see, I did not value my public speaking skills, but now I do. Now I really believe that I have enough competence for it because I have knowledge and I have practice. Even though I don't have decades of practice. I haven't lived on this earth even for 2 decades, full 2 decades, I'm 19. But even though, I still think that I have all rights to step up and deliver you this content that you deserve, that you are seeking for. Now, I have a question for you. Think about your life. when you will get rid. Think about your life in a way that if you got rid of all your limiting beliefs, of all your limitations, how that life would look like. Maybe you would have more friends because you literally know more people and you can expand your network. Maybe you think of getting an incredible job because you're so confident and comfortable with public speaking that you can go and nail any interview, any job interview. Maybe you think of, well, maybe I could share my knowledge with others. Maybe I could start my blog, because nowadays, especially in this era in 2021, public speaking is not only a real public speaking, like in classroom public speaking, not like in arena public speaking, but also Zoom calls, online presentations, online pitch talks, and even blogging using social media. It all is public speaking, a form of it. So if you really want to get your life to the next level and to get your public speaking skills to the next level, you have to get rid of everything that limits you. All right? I have an assignment for you. Assignment for yourself. Basically, it's take a piece of paper and a pen and literally write down all self-limiting beliefs that you have about public speaking. Basically, if you don't recognize them right now, you can quickly imagine that tomorrow you have presentation and write down everything that pisses you off. Like, presentation and teamwork are impossible to accomplish at the same time. I hate presentations. I am so bad at designing them. I'm okay with design, I'm okay with teamwork, but please don't force me to talk. I hate it. I have awful voice. I can't hear myself. I can't stand it. I hate seeing my face in the camera and showing my face to other people. I hate it. I can't stand it. I'm pissed off, or I'm so sad. I'm so nervous every single time. My heartbeat is raising, and I just can't take myself and calm down myself. My voice is shaking, my knees are shaking, just literally nicking. I don't know, just all your physical body protests protests against public speaking. Write down everything that stops you. Write down everything that has negative context, that makes you feel negatively about presentations, public speaking, talks, interviews, Zoom calls. Just every single time when you have to speak with others, it's basically public speaking. So write down everything that you hate about it, and then tear it in pieces. Just like take a piece of paper and literally tear it into pieces, or even get a safe plate. I hope you see it. Get some fire and literally get rid of it. This is what I was doing yesterday to get rid of my self-limiting beliefs that I have about my financial life and about my career as a public speaker. Here is it. You see? Just it's burning down. And at first it might seem to be very silly. Okay, I will do it with another one so that you can see it. I literally mean it. So next time when you do this, hopefully you will do it right after this video. It might feel silly and you might think that it will not work. Then write down that I believe this exercise, this practice will not work. It's piece of BS, and I just can't do it, you know. Write it down. Write everything that begins with I can't, I won't, it's not for me, I am not, and just get rid of it. Physically see how it burns. Physically see these pieces and just go throw them away. Get rid of them physically, and you will get rid of them on your mental basis. Repeat this process. Repeat it. The key is the repetition. Our brain learns by associations and repetitions. Basically, what you're doing right now, that you're destroying your self-limiting belief that is written on the paper, and you repeat it so your brain remembers that this is not for you, this is not for you, this is not for you. Once you got rid of your self-limiting beliefs, oops, I will clean it out later. Once you got rid of your self-limiting beliefs, you must create a new one. Create a new foundation. Get rid of the old stuff till the basement, and now start building a new, incredible version of yourself that is confident at speaking, that can nail any presentation, anytime. Even if it's 5 hours straight presentation, even if it's a TED Talk in your class, if it's an interview for an internship, anything. Create a vision of yourself that is rocking, nailing, incredibly good at public speaking. Write down, I'm so grateful and happy now that I'm great at public speaking. Today I have delivered the best speech I have ever had. I am so proud of myself that I accomplished it. I set myself a goal to be the greatest presenter I can ever be, and I achieved it. Feel it. Literally feel it. Feel this proud, feel this comfort when you're standing in front of incredibly big audience, and feel this sensation of playfulness, of flow, of comfort, because this is what you literally can achieve. This is what you was made for. If you have huge burning desire for public speaking, then this is definitely for you, no doubt about it. Alright, in the next video I will tell you how to prepare your perfect rituals, how to find them, and how to set up your perfect rituals so that you can nail any presentation. You see, just like Olympic athletes prepare for their, right before, like the day before Olympics, you will prepare for your presentations. This really works. I use it every single day, and even before this video recording, I had my ritual. And at first it will definitely be a little bit uncomfortable, and you will think that you're silly. Then you get a piece of paper, write it down that I feel silly when I do my routine, literally burn it like with fire, and then get and just do your ritual that will set your presentation for success. Alright, I am Tatiana Fomina, and I am your speaking coach. See you in the next video.